Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. Into this video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 3 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. All right, y'all, right off the bat. Again, the SPY futures bounced up a little bit. All right, it bounced up a little bit. It's trying to go higher. Dip buyers are constantly buying the dip overnight. All right, they're really trying. But will it hold? Will this reverse head and shoulders hold right here? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. For all of you who are bullish on the market, I would tell you to move forward with caution. Personally, things are looking a bit in the favor of the short side. Short sellers are staring at this down. They're watching this like a hawk. All right, they want this thing to fail and to collapse below that level, below 37.87. And if that happens, there will be panic and the short sellers will make more money. All right, so keep that in mind. Right now, I'm sitting on a neutral position. I'm waiting for this thing to tank. I think it's going to tank. I'm not too confident in this move. This is looking kind of weak right now. All right. I don't think that reverse head and shoulders is going to hold. I think, personally, I'm watching this to the short side. All right. Now, the top 3 stocks that all of you should be keeping on your watch list. The very first one, that one is Twitter. It's Twitter. All right. And the reason why I want to talk about Twitter is because of this. If you go on the daily chart, and we look at it from the bigger perspective, and as all of you are aware, these market conditions are not very favorable to swing to the long side. All right, day trading is preferred, but since there is so much uncertainty and a lot of soon to be coming selling pressure, this one seemed ideal for me to share with you guys because it's still elevated. It still has room to fall right over here. It has room to fall, okay, all the way down to the 60s. Right now, it's not looking so great. Pre-market is at the same price as yesterday. If the market gives out, if that reverse head and shoulders tank, Twitter will fall really hard because it had this massive run over here and it's been struggling to push through ever since. All right, let's look at this thing on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, ooh, now this is interesting. Now this is a bearish engulfing candle right there. The weekly isn't looking too great either. Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, watch this one for a potential shorts. Again, watch this one with a short lens. I don't have too much confidence in the whole market. If the whole market was to tank, I believe there is a lot of money to be made on Twitter to the short side. The next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, for those of y'all who have been following me on Twitter, I tweet sometimes. All right, sometimes I tweet using both accounts on PATTERNOLOGY LAB and on Paul Nguma. I tweeted about Tesla. About this thing right here, this very bearish pennant that broke down yesterday. Yesterday was a very good shorting opportunity. Again, I talked about that in yesterday's video. I don't think this is over yet. Again, for those of y'all who are bullish on Tesla, for those of y'all who are super long on Tesla, be very careful. Short sellers love this thing, and short sellers are very patient. Could it drop some more? I think it can, given the market conditions, right? I think we can breach 600. Be very careful with this one if you are long. All right, if you are long, apply patience because this right here is not looking too great. All right, and let me show you something else. Let's go on to the weekly and let's see how Tesla is doing. So Tesla is looking like this on the weekly chart. Okay, Tesla is looking like that. This is not very bullish. This is not something that I would advise anybody to dip by right now, given that I know this, that I see the way it's looking. It got very exhausted around here. All right, and I think it wants to tank just a little bit more. I think, again, I'm not showing you this to scare you to like sell all of your Tesla stock. I'm just showing you this to inform you about the possibilities of what may happen if the market keeps going the way it's going right now. There is this area right here, which I'm sure a lot of long-term investors would like to aggressively buy in, right? For all of you long-term investors out there, for all of you Tesla bulls out there, again, this is not the video to tell you sell all of your investment. This is not it. All right. This is for the day traders who are looking to make money to the short side in the short term. And right now, it's just not looking too great. And that's the second stock that y'all should be keeping on your watches. Now, the third stock that y'all should be keeping on your watches for today, that's NVDA. All right. And NVDA, I drew this thing yesterday. I was analyzing this thing. NVIDIA is not looking too great. The floor broke. All right, the floor broke. The market has been bearish. This thing tanked below here. Then some people might be asking, is this a short trap? All right, is this a short trap? Well, we will see. If it gets back above here at 533 and it holds, then yes, then we can change your perspective. But since the market doesn't want to be bullish and wants to keep playing games, I would tell y'all to be very, very careful and to watch this thing to the short side. All right, 500 may be imminent. All right, it's already at 513. It might go down even lower. If it let's see the monthly. The monthly is the monthly. Oh my. All right. Again, all of y'all just pay attention to this thing. Pay attention to this. Look at this run. Look at this massive move. All right. Am I being delusional for thinking that we could collapse all the way down to like, I don't know, 440? Definitely not. Looking at this thing right here, a lot of shorts made up this wick right there. Look at that. Look at this. All right. And the way this thing is going, it's not looking too good. We either need some strength or this thing is gonna tank. All right. I'm just here to inform you about the possibilities of the market. Be very careful out there. Things are not looking too bullish. That's why on the thumbnail of this video, that rocket is pointing to the downside. All right. So yeah. So just keep those in your watches. These are the top three stocks for today. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be covering, we're gonna talk about Peloton. Let's see how Peloton is doing. Peloton right now is not looking too great. I've been bearish on this thing, telling y'all to be careful regarding the stock, and it's actually showing the same exact thing as Tesla, and I'm sure, somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. It actually broke down over here at 115. It's not looking too great. Next level of support is right at $95. Could it get there? Keep your eyes open for that. All right, keep your eyes open. We might see a bounce at this level. All right, or it may just be a slow fade to the downside. Honestly, I want it to be really, really fast. Like the faster, the better. But just keep that in mind. I'm not too bullish on this one. Short sellers are in control right now. Short sellers are taking control of the stock, and it would be ideal, personally, for me to want to buy it over here for a potential bounce. Whether it is a real bounce or a dead cat bounce, again, time will tell. But I think it can bounce at these levels. All right. Now, the next one that we're going to be covering in this video, we're going to talk about Fubo, same thing. All right. Now, I told all of you again not to hold through earnings. I talked about this, right? I told y'all holding through earnings is 150% gambling. I told y'all that, right? So for all of y'all who bought calls, those calls went to like $0. Again, this is the reason why we don't do it. We just stay. Life is just better this way. So regardless of how much conviction you have about the earnings, life is just better this way. Do not hold through earnings. Don't do it. All right. Could this thing tank all the way down to $30 like I actually wanted to? I think it can. I'm waiting for it to actually get there. I'm waiting for this thing to get to like $30. Maybe even $28. Think consolidate sideways for a long time. I'm not bullish on this one. I'm just patiently waiting. If you're a long-term investor and you don't really care about the price that you get in at, again, it is at a very, very, it's at a discount from $62. If you want a dollar cost average in as it drops, again, do whatever you want to do. Again, I'm just telling y'all that I'm being very, very picky with my prices, and I want to see the stock tank all the way down to $30, maybe even lower. If it can go down lower and then just go sideways, just like this, like right over here, that would be phenomenal. Then I'll be very interested in the stock. But as of right now, things are not looking too great to the long side, and it's just not where I want it. It's just not where I want to buy it. And that, in my very honest opinions on all of these stocks. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and a post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, you are interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 through step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be very careful out there. Trade what's in the front of you. And most importantly, have fun. Enjoy the outro.